Chapter 17. Robo burst into the booking area of the old Detroit station, looking like a vision from hell. His armor was charred, his body still smoldered and reeked of gasoline. He marched past the startled cops, past the frightened prisoners, and past the more than slightly curious Sergeant Reed. He paused before Reed. "Records?" he asked. Reed smiled sweetly. "CompuLab, second corridor to your left." Robo marched off. "Thank you, Sergeant." "While you're near the locker room, you might want to try taking a shower too. If it wouldn't corrode you, I mean." Robo double-timed it down the hallway leading to the CompuLab. He spotted the glass doors and marched through them. A half-dozen information loaders, bespectacled men in white short-sleeved shirts, stopped working when the charred officer strode by. Robo approached the head clerk's desk ominously. Cecil, the man in charge of the Compu records, gazed up into the blackened giant's face. "Can I help you, sir?" Robo glared at the little man. "No." He raised his hand and saw the CompuLab terminal sitting 5 feet behind the trembling clerk. He made a move to walk towards the machine. Cecil was on his feet, in spite of his terror. What exactly is it you want?" Robo brushed the squawking man aside with a flick of his wrist and continued his advance. "This is a restricted area!" Cecil bawled. "Sir? Please, sir!" Cecil stopped abruptly when Robo raised a titanic steel fist. He turned and faced the terminal, fist raised. Tch! A metal lick strip appeared, protruding from his knuckles. Cecil slowly backed away as Robo lowered his fist, inserting the metallic strip into the access port of the terminal. He stared at the viewing screen before him. The terminal fed hundreds of mugshots onto the screen. He passed them by. This was not what he wanted. Concentrating, he summoned his playback command. The video mugshots he had taken of the squirming Emil played back. He froze the full frontal shot, summoning up computer-enhanced vectors to recreate the face. Once the computer image was in place, Robo allowed the video of the man to fade. Combining both the computer image in his brain and the vision of the terminal screen before him, he placed the image of Emil over the flood of mugshots screaming by. Suddenly, the parade halted. A mugshot of Emil appeared. Robo superimposed the computer graphic of this evening's thug over the old photo of Emil. A match. Robo summoned up the man's rap sheet. Emil DeLorean. Attempted murder, robbery, arson, assault with a deadly weapon, rape, destruction of private property, grand theft auto. Known associates. Robo was quickly fed the rap sheets on Joe Nelson, Dougie Harris, Chan Oland, Leon Klingensmith, Clarence Bodiker. Robo scanned the lengthy rap sheet belonging to Bodiker. Printed out, it would have taken at least 3 pages, single space. The latest edition. Suspect, murder, DPD officer, A.J. Murphy. File access code, XJ05183. Robo summoned up his playback command. The face of Officer Ann Lewis appeared in his brain. She was staring up at him, frowning. "Come on, Murphy. It is you under there, isn't it?" Robo let the image fade. He turned towards the terminal, entering the file marked XJ05183. A photo of a cop appeared on the screen. Young, mid-30s, high cheekbones, deep, steely blue eyes, strong, thin mouth. good-looking in a rugged way. Very little information accompanied the photo. Murphy, Alex James, killed in action. 3128 Primrose Lane. DPD ID, number 8788. Deceased. Classified. Robo concentrated on the screen. The face. The words. Very little information. Deceased. The words seemed to burn into his brain. He disconnected from the terminal and marched out of the room. He passed Tyler and Roosevelt in the hall. Robo? Roosevelt said. Sergeant Reed told me I could find you down here. It's not time for your shift yet, Robo. Robo marched back out into the booking area and towards the front door. Roosevelt and Tyler trailed after him. Robo, you really should shut down now for a while. Robo walked out of the precinct house. Sergeant Reed sat in his elevated chair, watching the two scientists agonize over their project gone wild. He chuckled to himself. What do you know? That bag of bolts has some balls after all. One thing these high-tech assholes had to learn, and learn fast. A cop is a cop, no matter what he's made of. And cops don't take any shit from anybody. At the curb, Robo fired up the turbo cruiser and screeched off into the streets of old Detroit. Something had taken hold of him. Something he was powerless to stop. A vision kept on swirling in his brain. Deceased.